Hey, this is Tracy Lewis with Stuff and Things for the third and final showcase featuring the Retiring in Colors. The third project does not have an inspiration pin, but I did create it with the first two, so I had pieces that I had created with the other two, some leftovers that I used, and I really like how this one turned out. I made myself use the Rococo Rose because the first two didn't use it. Now, I think I already had, I'm going to go back to yesterday's, or the video 2's card. I did not have this Rococo, terracotta tile, sorry, on this card at the time that I made the third one. So I chose to use terracotta tile as my mat because I hadn't used much of that color. Then later I went back to revisit this HB2U card and I added that star because I needed more contrast. Alright, so Borders to Backgrounds is a watercolor wash effect strip stamp set, and it fits on, it's very large, or very long, and it fits on an E block diagonally, just so you know. That's how I used it. This is the project, and I really liked how it came out. I wasn't too concerned with how dark or light my inks were. If I had wanted them to be dark, I would have put it on a Stamparatus and done multiple stampings, but I went ahead and just left it like it was to give it that, because it does have pixelation, so it isn't going to be a solid dark like you might think it would be. And so I was happy with how my 5 stampings came out, and I am going to work on the inside. I just have the terracotta tile ink, and I think I'm going to do something fun. I'll see how it works out. I do have the other colors out in case I'm not happy with what I do and I need to add more to it. But I think I am going to test out this. Yeah, and I like that. And I think I'm going to put it at the top too. I want to try to match the lines. I've done that on the other two. I tried to repeat the pattern style that I had created on them. So this one is going to be halfway off the top. Just like so. Alright. I should talk about this, I used the woven thread sequins. I still used the leftover stars that I had used there was the dotted pattern dry embossing folder, but it has a set of 2 and both of those are the ones that are retired. Any of your dry embossing folders that you have will work. Just pick whatever is closest to whatever pattern you're trying to make with your background. The Happy Birthday is in the Pretty Peacock. I used some metallic gold pearls as well as this artistic trim that has the little glints of gold in it that I really like. And I think it came out fabulous. Okay, so now we're going to do the envelope and call this one done, and that will complete our retiring showcase for this week. I have the catalog expires May 4th, I believe. So I might have time, since we're still in mid-March, to revisit these colors with some different stamp sets. I'm not sure right now what all I'm going to do. I do have a... Oops. I will find out on the 24th which products are retiring. And that will gauge what types of products I focus on. I will probably try to get as many of the retiring products used. I still have some from the catalog that I think I've used most everything. One of them that I had not used. Now on this envelope I'm going to do a little bit different pattern. I had not used a couple of stamp sets, but I'm going to revisit all that, pull them out, and put them in my general vicinity for crafting so that I can make sure that I use everything. It's a personal goal that I have, that I use up all of my materials that I buy as much as I possibly can. A lot of times that is how I determine what projects I'm going to make. All right, I'm going to go ahead on this one and do some fun on the flap, just because I can. Yep, this is a heavy block for me. I have, you've probably heard, maybe not, that I have hands that have been problematic, and surgeries have helped them, but they still are not perfect. Way better than they were. I think I'm going to leave it like that. So we've got the inside, the envelope, and the outside. So what do you think of the 3 projects for this week? We're using the patterns. Let me know your thoughts, either in the video or on my blog. Again, supplies will be posted there, minus the dry embossing folder specifically here that I do not have. I'll probably throw on there the subtle, because given the line work that I was using, all of the stamps had lines in them. I think subtle would be a really good alternative to put on the vellum and get a nice effect and some dimension to the stars, which was what the goal was. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.